This is just a quick tutorial on how to fix your forks if you end up with a scratch on the stanchions. On my 5-ride-old giant Rain, I ended up crashing and a rock scraped the left stanchion. Now if you get a scratch on your stanchions, oil and dirt can leak through the seals, causing for oil loss and also damage to the edge of the seals there, which can cost you a lot more. So this is just a quick fix on saving you some money instead of replacing the whole stanchion. To fix the scratch on my forks, I am going to be using some wet and dry 1500 grit sandpaper. I got this from Super Cheap Auto, but you could also buy this from your local hardware store. I will also be using some scissors to cut the cotton bud or Q-tip in half, and also some black nail polish which matches the black stanchions on my RockShox pike. If you have a Fox fork or another coloured fork besides the black, you can also use some clear nail polish or nail varnish. I'm already halfway through fixing the scratch on my stanchion. To do this, I have gotten my cotton bud, put the black nail polish on the edge of the cut half, and carefully aligned it with the scratch and filled in the scratch. Then I've let it dry, and then I've gotten some 1500 grit sandpaper, cut a tiny section off from the edge, and once that has dried, I have carefully sanded it down horizontally to keep it in the right direction of the stanchions, down to the same level as the fork. And I've been very careful. Make sure you're very careful with the surface area that you're covering. You do not want to go a large area out of the scratch, as you're just going to be damaging the stanchion even more than you have already done after this initial scratch. The scratch now looks like on my fork stanchion. After putting some nail polish on it, I still need to sand down a little more to make it smoother. Basically what you want is no raised edges and no dip, sort of to get it to the same level as what the actual stanchion is, so that no oil and no dirt can go through the seals of your fork. Pink Bike have covered how to fix scratches on your stanchions in a web page post. I'll put a link for that in the description below. And they basically say to use the high grit sandpaper and some nail polish. Other people on the internet, on forums and web posts, have said to use, instead of the sandpaper, to use maybe a jeweler's nail file or a sharp razor blade to level and smooth out the nail polish down to the same level as the stanchion.